Hi, this is Jens from BlockRock Mining. Today I'll show you how to set your Coinbase address and your efficiency on the Factom blockchain. The Coinbase is basically the wallet that you will receive your rewards to, and the efficiency is how much of the generated factoids you will receive to your wallet versus to the grant pool that is currently established. So if you followed my previous guides, you will now have a Factom system up and running. You can interact with the blockchain, and you will have a entry credit wallet as well as some coins in it, or credits. So as you can see, I've written the chain ID of my identity to the blockchain, and it has cost me 27 credits. So we will be writing this to the testnet, but the procedure is exactly the same on the mainnet, and it's identical. And you will also need some real entry credits to be able to write your efficiency and Coinbase address to the blockchain. So what you'll need a couple of things. You'll need your root chain ID. You will find it in the important.conf file here. You also need the server management subchain ID. So if you have a node running like I have here, this is a testnet node. It's synced. You can just search for your chain ID here, search for it, and this will be your management ID. That's the name. The last time we used a memory stick to transfer files between our live Ubuntu session, which we will do again today. So I'll just continue to store this in a file on the memory stick. Obviously this is you should what else you will need is your level 1 secret key. This was generated in the previous video. I stored it in a text file, which you should never do, but it's on the memory stick, so I can show you the process. Remember, these are throwaway keys. They won't be useful for anything but for this video. Now, what you will also need are some entry credits on the wallet here, and you will need the private key from this wallet. So it's right here. I'll paste this as well on the memory stick. And you will also need a factoid address to set as your Coinbase. So I'll just generate one right now. Call it demo factoid. We add this, and what you will need is the public key. Now I'll just add this to my memory stick as well right now. Okay, so now we have everything we need. we'll go ahead and start the live session. I probably have to mount it there. There we go. Okay, so the proposed process for doing this is actually being online to download some software like Node.js and then disconnect the system from the internet and then just throw it away. Okay, so what you should do is follow this procedure here. You just install git curl. And then this curl https no 10x and this is yeah, I have a non-English keyboard, sudo -e bash. Okay. Node.js. And then clone this repository from Paul Bernier. Git clone Factom git and cd to the folder npm install. Okay, so according to the guide, you can now disconnect your computer. I can simulate this by going to network and disconnect here. should be offline. But again, you need to do this on a real offline system, because if I had a keylogger here or a Trojan of any kind, they could still get these keys that I'll be using. Now I'll just connect the memory stick. Here it is, and the obvious keys file here, which you shouldn't store it like this, but for the purpose of this video guide, we'll be doing it like this. Okay, so you have to generate a few scripts. So this is let's see, you type node bin /factom CLI update coinbase address. Okay, so the first thing is the root chain ID, and we found this in the conf file, but I've stored it here as well. So here's the chain ID. Copy. Okay, and the next thing we'll need is the public address, which we generated earlier, this address here. Copy, paste. Okay, and now the SK1 private key. It's here. And lastly, paying private EC address. So it's this one, but we need the private key, and it's here. And it's this one. Okay. Yeah, you have to specify that you'll do this offline. So it's like offline here, I believe. No. Okay, and you need to set a update coinbase address. Okay, I did a mistake. Just make it offline here. Offline. Okay, so the script has been generated now. And the next thing you will need is this to update your efficiency. And I'll do node bin Factom update efficiency offline. Okay, so what you need first now is the SK1 private key. It's here. We stored them from earlier. And now the efficiency, let's set it at 65.5. Oh, sorry, I messed it up. Okay, so the chain ID is first. No, the chain ID first. There we go. And then the efficiency, 65.5, followed by the SK1 private key. And now the paying private entry credit address here. And finally, the server management subchain. And it's this one that we found in the control panel down here. Update efficiency that I misspelled. Update efficiency. Okay, so now I have these two scripts generated, update coinbase and update efficiency. I need to copy this back to my memory stick. So here, copy these to the memory stick. Now they're here. You can eject it. And then I'll disconnect the key and go back to WinSCP to transfer the files back to the server we used earlier. I'll just unplug and plug back in the memory stick. And go back to here, and I'll add them here. Okay, so they should be uploaded now. They are. And have to make them executable. Update. Okay, so check the Coinbase first. And update Coinbase. Okay, so we should be using the testnet node. I believe the local host is connected to the mainnet, so I'll just change it to the testnet node. And make sure the address is still imported. So we'll check that. Yeah, it's loaded. So I can now update the Coinbase. So the commit is successful and reveal is successful. Looks good. And now the update efficiency. Change this to the testnet node as well. And now update the efficiency. Yeah, it's now updated. Your ID generation process is now finished. You should have everything you need to start receiving factoids for your efforts. I hope this helps. The next guides will be about setting up your VPS and configuring the Docker to join the swarm and set up a firewall. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.